Hello, friends. Today I am here to share another watercolor video with you guys. It is currently the month of July, which is World Watercolor Month, and the exact date is July 4th. It is 11, a little before 12, 11:49 p.m. So it is still July 4th, so happy 4th to everyone. But I would like to participate in World Watercolor Month, but not exactly following the prompts. I may participate in some of the prompts, but my contribution to World Watercolor Month, I would like to share some of the watercolor supplies that I have. So today I will be sharing this recently purchased Meiliang 48 color watercolor palette with you guys. So if you are interested, just stay tuned and I will get to the unboxing and sharing this with you all. So first off, I didn't really need a new watercolor palette, but this was on sale at a very nice price. It last week, okay, specifically, well, on the first Monday, on the first, I noticed it was on sale on Amazon for $19.99, and plus the taxes, and by the time I also had like almost $4 in reward points. So by the time I checked out, I paid 18.06 for the palette, which I thought was an awesome deal because I got the watercolor palette, and it says a watercolor block, but this is not a block. This is like loose watercolor sheets, and I want to say maybe about 20 sheets in here. And the Meiliang palette is the student grade for Paul Rubens. So this is about 20 sheets of loose watercolor paper. And I don't know if you can see it, but they do have sparkly effects to the paper. So I thought that was pretty nice. And also, this is a look at the palette. Of course, I have looked at it already. I just have not did the official unwrapping. So this palette comes with a swatch card, which also has the glitter effects going on the paper. So I'm assuming that is the same paper that comes in the kit. And this is a color brochure. This is a look at all of the colors in the palette. This is the 48 color palette, and I want to say the bottom row, which is 12 colors, or supposed to be like the pearlescent colors, and it includes a water brush. So I will go ahead on and get the colors unwrapped because that could take quite a while to do. I will get them unwrapped, and then we'll get ready to swatch them out. Okay, guys, here are these beautiful candy colors all unwrapped. And I'm sure that I did mention that the Meiliang watercolors or the Paul Rubens student grade. And I do have several different products by Paul Rubin. I have here, this is another student grade set. This is the 18 color tube set here. And I think these come in up to like 36 colors. And I just love Paul Rubens packaging. This is like a hard chipboard box. Let's see, I think you can see it better. It's like a almost like a wood pulp or something. The box is very hard. It's not just a regular cardboard box. So I love the way Paul Rubens packages a lot of their products. The Meiliang comes in a regular cardboard box. This is a standard cardboard box. It does have a liner on the inside to kind of help protect the palette a little more. And I have here a few of my Paul Rubens artist grade palettes. And these are all, I want to say 24 color palettes. And I love how they come with the little chamois cloth to protect them. And these are my gemstone palettes. Beautiful, beautiful palettes. I have stuff at the top of my desk which makes it a little hard to put things into focus, but this is one of them. They all come with nice sturdy boxes, and I mean the packaging is just, the packaging alone can help sell these palettes. And this is the green gemstone palette. Colors. And this is the only one that comes in like this little mesh style bag. And these palettes are pretty weighted. So I'll do future videos on these because today the focus is Meiliang. But I do have so much that I would like to share with you guys. My schedule is so busy. It's not as easy for me to film as much as I would like to. That's why I don't want to commit to a full prompt scheduled watercolor month. I just want to contribute what I have by sharing some of the watercolor things that I have that bring me personal joy. So I'm going to go ahead on and get the swatch card ready, and we're going to start swatching these out. So you will notice me rotating the pan around in the video as I am swatching. I'm going to start off with the swatches in this direction. So I'll be swatching this row first, and this is the first row. So once I get to the bottom, in order for you to see the colors, I will have to swap the pan to the opposite side. I'm also going to be swatching with my Hemi flat wash brush. I will not be using the included watercolor brush today for the swatches. Okay, friends, prepare to enjoy the swatching and let's get started. Okay, guys, this is how the first row of swatches are looking. I am so sorry for the angle. I have, like I said, I have stuff kind of to the back of my desk that makes it a little difficult to move like I want to. So this is the first row of swatches. And I did take a picture of the palette so that I can write the names of the colors. And I took a picture before unwrapping all of the colors. And so far, I don't even need to feel the need to spray because did have my spray bottle ready to go. But the colors are wetting really nicely. From the looks of them, I kind of felt that they would re-wet really nicely. So I chose not to spray them. So I'm going to go ahead on and continue with the swatching. Okay, guys, the second row is done, and I am loving the feel of the colors so far. I decided to zoom you out a bit so that you could get a better look at me swatching the entire card. But the colors feel really nice, and as you can see, I do like to swatch with my heavier colors to the left and slowly graduate to a lighter color to see what is the lightest color I would get from each color. And I must say, once I put this green down, It has to be like a lime green. I have to look at the it may be the sap. See, this may be sap green. I don't know if this is a lime green. But this green is gorgeous. It's especially next to this Payne's gray. I thought it was gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead on and get finished. Okay, guys, this is a look at the 36 essential colors before I begin swatching out the metallics. And I just have to say that the feel of these colors, I absolutely love to say that this is a student grade watercolor palette. And also look at my water. This water is still practically clear. You know that when swatching out, I'm wasting it. You know that normally when swatching out colors, I don't want that the colors too much because I don't want them to bleed all over the card. But normally when swatching out colors, your water is not this clear. So I don't know what the metallics are going to do to this water, but I just wanted you to see this before I begin swatching them out. So this is the completed swatch card. I'm not sure if you can get the effects of the pearlescent colors. I will try to rotate the card a little bit just to try to allow you to see it. And the pearlescent colors are very transparent. I really, really, really do love this watercolor palette. There were, because I've been wanting it for a while. It's been around for years and I've been wanting it for quite a while, but I did have a few reservations that kept me from ordering it. For one, I have a very large watercolor supply, and being that it is watercolor month, that may be another thing I do show you guys my entire attempt to show you guys my entire watercolor collection. Well, the entire collection that I do have with me, because I also have stuff that is in my storage unit. But, and also another thing that kind of kept me from getting the palette was being that I was aware that it was another student grade watercolor palette. I have one here, a student grade palette that is quite similar. Well, that I felt was quite similar to the Meiliang palette, and that was this artistro palette here. And I've had this one for years. So I don't think I was very happy with this palette because I started the swatch card on it and I just stopped. And I guess because maybe I can try it on a different paper or something to see if I like it. But this palette seemed to have a lot of fillers in it, and I don't think I've watched that many reviews on it. I will go back and pull some reviews up on it to see how others like it, and I guess I'll take another attempt at it. But because this palette seemed quite similar to the Meiliang palette, that was another reason I kind of held back for so long on getting it. But the winning point that made me go ahead on and purchase it was the price. Getting this palette plus the paper and everything that is included for only like $18, that was a win for me. That was pretty much a steal. So I'm going to get ready to finish up the video and I will be right back. You know what I decided, guys? I decided to give you guys a painting before I exit. So I'm going to go ahead on and pull this paper out so that we can test this paper, get these supplies ready so I can get a sketch done for you guys on here and pull these brushes out. And you know what else that means? I'm going to have to band up because I'm not going to tolerate my bracelet moving around. So you're going to see this band like you normally see. And I'm going to prepare myself a cup of coffee and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, while my coffee is preparing, this is something that I want to share with you. Although it is not watercolor, it is one of my most prized pieces of work. Let me see if since I'm recording, I can't zoom out. But this is acrylic on canvas. It is a 36 by 48 canvas, and I call her Invisible. It is basically a self-portrait, and her name is Invisible for reasons that are personally within me. But this canvas is extremely, wait, I'm going to switch the recording so I can zoom out for you. Okay, so the canvas is extremely big in person. I can't stand in front of it right now. I do have a picture that I can include so that I can show you how big it is. But the canvas alone cost me almost $100 just for the canvas. So when artists are charging a specific amount for their work, some people may find it extremely expensive, but for the canvas itself, I want to say I paid about $80 for the canvas. Plus, you have to look at the cost of the watercolor. I mean, the acrylics. I'm saying watercolors because I'm doing a watercolor video right now. The acrylics that I use to put this together, and also the time that I put into it. So I do have a canvas right behind her that did cost me every bit of $100. Let's see if I can, that I have not begun working on yet. So the equipment alone for stuff like this can be very costly. But I just wanted to share this because I don't think I share this painting enough. I may have a short on this channel sharing her, but I have more on her on my Instagram, which will be included in the link of this video. Okay, guys, I am back from that brief little intermission and I have my coffee ready here. I also charged up my phone and my mic. And another thing I wanted to share with you guys, I was deciding on two different cookies to snack on as I was painting. I have these Paroline strawberry cookies here, and I have this vintage bake shop, but most likely I'm going to eat from the vintage bake shop. This tin is so big I can't get the whole thing in at one time. But I just thought that it was funny that the colors of everything is very similar today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and give you all a little art-based entertainment. Okay, guys, here it is. I just did this quick little rough sketch, just something so that you can see me play around with the paint a little bit. I didn't even put in all of the details that I normally would put into the piece. I just want to give you all a little something to visualize while I play around a little more with these paints. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so I am finished with the background, and so far I like the paints, but I do not like the paper. It feels like I'm painting on like a waxy, it's almost like a wax layer or something. That's why I zoomed you in so that I hopefully you could see how the paint was kind of beading on top of the paper. So far I do not like the paper, but I do like the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get finished with this painting. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop here. And this was not meant to be a masterpiece, but just something that I could give to you guys in order to see how this paint performs. So far, I really do like the paint. I do not like the paper. This paint had zero activity on this paper, and I'm pretty sure you were zoomed in enough in order to be able to see that the paint had no movement on this paper at all. And the only thing I could think is maybe this paper was put into the package upside down, and I will test that. Let's see. Because I've had a watercolor book that was actually packaged upside down. The label was on the package backwards. So let's see. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll try painting on this side, but there's still no movement to it at all. Let me test another color. And not all paints move, but the paints, if you paint enough, you know that there is activity that does go on within the paint. A decent color. I guess I'll just go with this one. So it seems as though this is the better side. So I'm going to have to flip the pack of paper over, and I'll be able to let you know when I paint from this paper again. But this painting was not very fun because that was obviously the way the paper was in the package. So I'm going to flip the whole package of paper on the other side because both sides has the sparkle effects to it and everything, so you really would not be able to tell very much. But another thing I don't like is I don't like the way these watercolor charts are labeled because they're not put in the same order as to the way the pans are arranged. Even if I flip this pan upside the other way, it's still not going to line up with the way the chart is. So I'm going to make a separate watercolor chart that also sits inside of here that I use to paint from. This one, yes, it'll be used to tell me the colors that are in the palette. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I know it is probably going to be super long once I am finished editing it. I'm going to shorten it as much as I possibly can. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching.